Hello friends, welcome to Unity video tutorials series. In this video tutorial, we are going to understand how to download a character from Mixamo website and use it inside our Unity project. How to download a character from Mixamo website and use it inside our Unity project. So let's get started. First, we go to the mixamo.com website and log in, guys. You can create an account in Mixamo, or you can log in with Facebook or Google account. It's very easy. So first go to the mixamo.com website and log in. You can see I have already logged in, guys. After that, we have to choose a character. We have to choose a character, or we can upload our own character and add the animations and download, guys. Here I am not uploading any character. I am going to download the character which is available in the Mixamo website. There are so many characters are available in the website which you can download and use. First step is to choose the character. Okay, I search for Amy, hit enter. You can see here is the Amy character. I click on it and you can see the Amy character is selected. After selecting the character, next we select the animations. So for that I go to animations tab. If I go to animations tab, there are thousands of animations available here. Okay, first I'm going to search for the idle animation. So I just say here happy, ideally idle. I hit enter. You can see there are some happy idle animations are loaded. I select happy idle, this one, and we can see the preview we can see here. Next I click on the download button. Here format I am going to select FBX for Unity. We want to download an FBX for Unity, and with skin means we want to download the mesh also. So first while downloading the idle animation, I need the mesh. Next, frames per second 30, keyframe reduction none. Click on the download button. It starts downloading the character, Amy character, with the idle animation, guys. You can see that it is getting downloaded. Awesome. Next I search for run forward animation. So there are so many animations are available: combat animation, adventure, sport, dance, fantasy, superhero, run forward animation. There are many run forward animations are available. You can see in this place, right? I am going to select this one. You can see, we can see the preview here, but for game we need in place animation. So tick in place. Okay, now it is running in the place, and then click on the download button. Here format I select FBX for Unity, but this time I download only the animation. I don't want the mesh. Mesh already we have downloaded, so without skin. Then frames per second 30, keyframe reduction none. Click on the download button. It downloads that animation FBX file, guys. You can see it has downloaded. Both the FBX files are downloaded. If I go say show in folder, you can see both the FBX files are downloaded. Now I'm going to rename them for easy understanding. Here I say Amy underscore happy underscore idle. Hit enter. And for this I say Amy underscore run underscore forward. And then I import both the FBX files to my Unity project. I right click here, say create a folder, name it as models. I hit enter, and then I go to the downloads folder, select both the FBX files, drag and drop to the models folder. You can see both FBX files are imported. And one thing you can observe that our Amy has no textures. If you are facing the same problem, if you have a model without textures, then first select the FBX file, that is Amy happy idle. Go to materials tab. In the location, choose use external materials legacy. Use external materials, and then click on the apply button. And then it is telling a material is using the texture as a normal map. Do you want to fix? I say fix now. And you can see now our Amy has textures, guys. Simple thing. Okay, good. Next I am going to bring the Amy to the scene. So for that I just drag and drop Amy underscore happy idle fbx to the hierarchy. You should see that the Amy is added to the scene. I rename this game object to just Amy. Okay. If I press the F key, you can see here is our Amy, guys. Right? Let me rotate it by 180 degrees in y-axis so that it looks towards the camera. You can see, and I can bring the Amy forward. Good. Now we have the Amy in the scene. Let's animate her. Right? To animate, we have the animation clips, but there is no animator controller. You can see we have here the animation clip for idle. If I click on the play button, you can see here it is doing idle animation. We have the run animation also. We have another animation clip here. What we do first is, first I create the animator controller. I right click here, say create a folder called as animations, and then I right click here and say create animator controller. I name this as Amy underscore anim underscore controller. I hit enter. So Amy anim controller is ready. Go to Amy, add component and add animator component and assign Amy underscore anim underscore controller to the controller property and double click on Amy anim controller. It opens the Amy anim controller, guys. Here we have the entry state. Let's add the animation clips. So I go to models, Amy underscore happy underscore idle has the idle animation clip. You can see I cannot enable or disable the loop time. So I want to modify this animation clip. I'm going to duplicate it. I say Control D to duplicate and I can rename it now. I say here Amy underscore idle underscore animation, and then I can enable the loop time. You can see I just drag and drop this animation clip here. If I click on the play button, it plays the idle animation, but only once. That's it. If you want to play the animation continuously, select the animation clip and enable the loop time. Now if you click on the play button, it plays the animation continuously. You see, that's fine. Now we add the run animation also. Here we have mixamo.com name. Just Control D to duplicate and rename it to Amy underscore run underscore forward. Hit enter and then enable the loop time. Drag and drop it into the scene. Now we have the run forward animation also. Now it should go from idle animation to run forward animation. Let's rename this also run forward underscore animation. I give name. Okay, hit enter. Let's delete this and drag it inside. So same naming convention I'm following here. I right click on Amy idle animation, say make transition, go to run forward animation. If I click on the play button, what happens? First idle animation is played and then the transition happens to run animation. If I click on the play button, first it plays the idle animation and then run animation. Idle and then Amy runs forward. See that? Right? It won't go back. To make it go back, right click, say make transition and click on the idle animation. Now idle animation is played and then run animation, then idle animation, then run animation. It happens in a loop. If I click on the play button, idle, run, idle, run, idle, like that, right? So now I want to control the animation with the help of code. To control the animation with the help of code, we add parameters. For that I go to parameters window or parameters tab in the animator. I click on the plus sign, add an integer parameter and I name this as state. I hit enter. If state value is 0, it should play idle animation. If state value is 1, it should play run animation. Understanding? So for that what I do, I select the transition from idle to run, the transition line. And then I add a condition here. Here we have conditions, you can see. I click on the plus sign and say state value, if it is equals to 1, then it should go from idle to run. Okay, see, state value is 0 now. If I click on the play button, you should see idle animation. It is not going to play the run animation. See, it keeps on playing the idle animation. It's not going to play the run animation because the transition won't happen. If I change the value from 0 to 1, okay, state 1, it goes to the run animation. See, and again it comes back to the idle animation. So let me set this value back to 0. Now what I want is it should go from run animation to idle, back to idle, if the condition state value is equals to 0. If it is equal to 0, then it should go back to idle. Let me stop this. Now state value is 0, so definitely it is going to play the idle animation. State value is 0, it plays the idle animation. You see that, right? Now from idle to run it will go if and only if state value is equal to 1. So if I change the state value to 1, you should see the animation, run animation is played, and it will be in the run animation only. It will not go back to idle animation, because if it has to go from run to idle, state value should be 0. That's what I told here, right? So if I change it back to 0, now it goes back to idle animation and plays the idle animation, guys. So this is how we mention the transition conditions. Now we defined the parameter, we created the state machine in the animator controller. Let's create the script and control. So I go to assets, right click, create a folder called as scripts. I hit enter, and then I say here right click, create a C# script. I name this as ami underscore controller, controller. Controller. I can remove the underscore. Let's have ami controller. That's it. You can see the ami controller script is created. I'm going to attach this script to the ami, and ami has animator component, that you should remember. I double click on ami controller to open it inside the Visual Studio. You can see that ami controller script is open. First what we do, we get the reference to the animator component. In the animator component we have the parameter state. We need to access that, right? So first we get the reference to animator component. So here I am going to create a variable of animator, and I give the name animator, variable name, and let's access the component by saying animator equal to this dot get component. I am going to access the animator component. So we got the reference to the animator component, guys. Here I am going to write the code. If input dot get key code dot w, if I press and hold down the w key, then from the animator, okay, animator dot set integer function I am going to call, and I am going to give the parameter name state, comma, its value should set to 1. If I press the W key, the state value changes to 1, and we see the run animation. If I leave the W key, okay, else means if I am not holding the W key pressed, okay, then animator dot set integer state parameter value should set to 0, semicolon. That's a simple code I have written. Let's save this and go and check. Now if I click on the play button, you should see idle animation is getting played because I have not pressed the W key. I told if the W key is not pressed, animator set integer state to 0. So state value is set to 0. You can see here it is set to 0, so it is playing the idle animation. It goes from idle to run when the state value changes to 1, right? And when the state value changes to 1, if I hold down the W key, check out, if I press the W key, the state value changes to 1, and now the ami is running forward. If I leave the W key, again state value set to 0, it goes to idle animation. You can see that. If I hold down the W key, run animation plays. If I leave the W key, it plays the idle animation, guys. So like that, with the help of script, we can control the animation, guys. For this video tutorial, I think this much is enough, guys. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are going to understand how we can add a collider, okay, to this character, and we make it move in the world. Okay, we discuss about that in the upcoming video tutorial. I suggest you people to try it yourself. Okay, step by step you try it yourself. If you get any doubts, do not hesitate to ask. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep gaming, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.